Well, good morning. I've got some good news. I've sold the boat. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. It's actually more of a relief. It's not true that that's the second happiest day of your life when you sell the boat and the first day is when you buy it. Nope. For me, it was just a relief to finally have it sold. In today's world, we've got this pandemic that we're going through, and wow, I couldn't have sold it on a better day because Ontario has just implemented a new restriction. So apparently the police have now a way of finding citizens who are out and about, let's say not grocery shopping, not exercising, are not going to work, by playing around in your boat is not something that they probably would want you to be doing. So that could be a potential $750 fine. So you can't really enjoy your boat until this lockdown order is passed. So anyways, the new owner took possession of it yesterday. I've got my check and he's got the keys, so it's not my problem. So my new adventure is to retire again. So I've bought some land in Manitoulin Island, Ontario, and up there is kind of a secluded area of Ontario. It's one of the largest islands, freshwater islands in the world. And so I'm just going to build a small house there, and I'm not necessarily going to live off grid. There's a power line going right by the property, so I'll tie into the grid, maybe go solar and go with one of those grid tie solutions with solar. This island actually has a few marinas on the north side, so I'm actually about 2 miles away from a marina. So I could see another boat in my future, but the primary focus right now would be to build a cottage or a small house, like maybe 2 or 3 bedrooms. They have a planning board in Manitoulin Island, so they say you need to have a minimum of 600 square feet, so you can't put a tiny home. So it needs to be, and you're not supposed to live in trailers there. So there is some restrictions there. The district that I'm building in is an unregulated, unzone. I think it's unregulated township, I think they call it, which means there's no services, and hopefully the taxes will be cheaper. I've heard some wild stories about people paying taxes like $6,000 a year in these cottage country houses. So I don't expect to be paying that much money in a unregulated township. I actually had a house, I think it was 20 years ago in Dunn's Valley, and I paid, and it was unregulated, yeah. It was $200 a year for taxes there. So yeah, that's the goal, is to keep taxes low, keep your burn rate low. I withdrew my pension from my employer 2-3 years ago, and now it's just sitting there, kind of not. I mean, it's not really making any money nowadays because of the state of the economy, but yeah, I've withdrawn my pension, so I'm in control of that. So just spend less money, and if you're in a remote area, it's just the burn rate is not as high. If I was to live in southern Ontario, the burn rate is very, very high. I'm paying $1,800 for a 1-bedroom condo right now. I mean, if you were to buy a house, you'd be paying huge prices for all the costs, the taxes, the utilities. It's crazy what you'd be paying here. So, but anyways, I'm going to regress on that future plan right now. Right now, I'm still working for my original employer. So after coming back, I miraculously got hired again with the same company, but on a different role. So I'm on these projects. So I'm enjoying the project work, and there is some work from home, and then some I would go into the plant. And with the current COVID situation, it's best to just go in and do any physical work, and then just come home and work remotely. So we use VPN to connect into work, so that's working out pretty good. And I have all the tools on a laptop that they gave me, so yeah. Although I don't really like working from home, because when my wife's here, she doesn't like me making a bunch of noise, because you're on video conference or you're on a telephone, and she wants to be watching TV, so there's a bit of contention for space here, because it is a 1-bedroom apartment. And I don't really have an office with a proper table, so it's a kitchen table, right? But yeah, I can stick out with this job until I want to retire again. Right now, it's not the time to build. Price of lumber apparently has doubled, and availability of some of the parent materials may be limited. So, I mean, I have got my future plans, and I can say I've got the sailing to the Caribbean off my bucket list, which is, I would say it's important just to knock those things off your list. Otherwise, you'll be just dreaming about it, and I've got that dream completed. I can say that, I mean, I'm not a world traveler, but just by going down into the Caribbean and visiting the islands that I did visit, I'm so happy and proud to be a Canadian. And I feel bad for a lot of those islanders. Oh man, there's so much poverty, so much need and desperation. I like the lifestyle of Canada, so just glad to be back home. So with this video, I am going to be basically ending this series for the Sealight Adventures. May be another adventure in my future, but it definitely won't be Sealight Adventures. So thank you very much for all the people that have been following me. I am going to keep all my videos on YouTube, so just for somebody else to see what is possible with little experience, and it all just takes willpower and persistence to follow those dreams. So thank you very much.